Well, I just got finished listening to Baba Father Jones and Milan Italy, and I love his music, and I love the fact that he keeps me on his list to receive information about Africa. And that's how I learn about Africa, some of the things that are going on. You know, I don't have to fly there and then get off and everybody, thank you Jesus, me out the back on the plane. The religion is, they're just ridiculous with that. It's the same with the Americans, so what can I say? But today, they have generators for electricity in big, huge Nigeria. And again, I'm going to say that in Africa, there are very wealthy Africans. They never tell that story here in America. They never talk about them. I mean, a lot of money. It's the continent of Africa has tons of diamonds. They walk on diamonds and gold. That's where most of it comes from. And no, we always think that the white man, he took everything, and the white man does this and that. But no, it's the black man that does it. It's what they're not doing to help Africa, Nigeria. And so people are really poor. They might eat one meal a day. And so then again, they may go into other countries such as what they're having, the illegal immigrant here. And I found that interesting. I just heard it well, Baba Jones. And I hope that I am saying his name right. I hope that, so he was saying that they do the same thing from Africa, and he was saying the reason why people move around is so that they can have a better life, and the life that they may live if they stay in the place where they are, they could die. And I believe Mexico is the same way. But the only thing I have a problem with is when you come and then you do all kinds of illegal and you hurt the American. Now when you start hurting people and the social security number, I can't let that go. If you take somebody's social security number, that could hurt their credit and everything else. You know, so when you start hurting the people that you run to get that, then that's where it becomes a crime. And I think that is what everybody keeps saying over and over and over, that the people that are doing illegal activity and using somebody's social security number is illegal. What else? And actually committing crimes and killing people. If you kill an American, you should go under the bridge. You shouldn't even go back to Mexico. They should electrocute you. Now, that might, no attorney, processing, no nothing. You just leave. You just be electrocuted. Just like an American gets life or death, they should too. That would clear that up. You don't have to send them back, you know. Because I disrespect that. That's the only thing I really disrespect, and the social security numbers. So if you use the social security number to get Medicaid or something like that, you can get caught now, because the system, the social security, they may set it up where it's a flag goes off and says this is not a social security, this social security number has been missing, or this social security is not matching up with the location, or something like that. Then that's where you can get caught. But he was saying, getting back to Africa, so a lot of people moved to Europe, London, England, to a lot of different places to get away from Nigeria, because the country is so corrupt, the government. And again, those are black people, not the European actually governs. I don't know how that happened, but like in South Africa, It's the European has a lot of power and a lot of say so. Europe, little itty bitty Europe, is a hat to Africa, and it's running everything. So, but anyway, the government is so corrupt. So now when you look at children, oh, they have jungle justice. That's where people, I don't know, America would have been close to that if President Trump had not come into office, because the American people are tired of being being the bottom of the illegal immigrant. So it would have been a fight or war or whatever. But in Africa, jungle justice is when you do something. If someone catches you stealing, instead of depending on the police or calling the police, they take the law in their own hands and they practically murder that person. They jack them, and they've been doing it for a while, and the government doesn't stop them from doing it. Because a couple of months ago they killed a little 4-year-old boy for stealing water. It's gotten to that point. The government has gotten them to that point where they're just when you suffer so much, you just don't have a sense of peace, and that can make you want, do things that you normally would not do. But they're horrible. Jungle justice is real bad. And now they have no electricity in big Nigeria. They have no electricity. That's how we do. And there's so much money there. I'm telling you, there's some black people that are richer than anybody you know here in America. And that's a damn shame. I couldn't watch a child be hungry and have money. Or their villages. The villages is so separated of tribes and everything, and the villages that you have to go, and all you have to do is watch some of the films. How they treat the people that work with them, like worse than any slave would. I'm saying, wow, they wouldn't do a slave like that. Talk to them real nasty, you stupid. I guess that's where they got it from. Sometimes it makes you want to think, did we turn them on to slavery? Some Africans, or we were, hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Then I told you about Tressant. Tressant talked the people going back into slavery. That was the suggestion. And then the French turned on him. Hey! And he ended up going to jail, just like Obama's going to do. Obama's going to something's going to happen, because he feels that he's above. And he's not. Because you know what he is? He's black. And not even in history has that ever happened. So this shadow government and stuff that he's formed, and the forces that he's putting out there, why didn't he just move on? See, that is that's the reason why Congress obstructed him. Because he's an asshole. And he's an arrogant asshole. That's why he was obstructed. Things will come out if you just let it come out. And I've been saying it for 3 years as a blogger, that he was no good. I knew that he was no good. Any man that's the president and you're black, because all other races are going to at least say my people. The Mexican, we let a Mexican president come out. He's going to, all his, and might speak Spanish in America. But the black got in there, and you feel, and a lot of people finding excuses for him, felt that he should not say this and he should not do that. He never said my people, but my people. And comfortable, all it would do, reflect to America that he's comfortable of who he is. Because he's already in that position. He was already there. Why would Congress have to obstruct it? If they didn't like him, he wouldn't be there. So he's an evil, arrogant. This proves it. Moving 12 miles away from the White House. And he's given President Trump a very hard time. That group that he has. The association or whatever. It's a government. A shadow government that he's formed. Trusant. I always think of Trusant. I always do. But you know what happened to Trusant? You know, all those people that were for him, there's some reason, and I'm trying to think. It was something he owed or something he did. And the French approached him and they arrested him and put him in jail. And that's where he died of pneumonia. Trusant. So Obama is, you can look for that to happen to him. Because he's not going to get away with it. He's not. It never has happened in the history of man. Never. So, Nigeria, I hope that, I get so tired of saying hope. You just have to make what you're doing real. And that's the best that you can do. Because generators all over the place, a government that won't support their people and watch them in the dark, that's what's wrong with us. I mean, we're one of the only group of people that would do that to one another. So, that's what I came on to say. And I always think Baba Jones. Father Jones. Baba Father Jones, right? I always listen to his music, be jamming, and I like to listen to it early in the morning because he wakes me up. And I get a lot of knowledge and wisdom from him about Africa. That before I started listening to him, I kind of was in a fantasy world. A lot of people, we can live, especially black people, we always live in a fantasy world when it comes to Africa. But the reality and the real things that are going on are really unhumane to me. And the people that are putting us in that position are African or black people. They hurt themselves. They hurt their own people. And we do that here in America as well. It doesn't change. So I really don't know if Obama is got African. He could be something else. He's Islam when you thought he was Christian. And he could have not been born, and then he went over. He could have went and visited Africa and said, "This is my grandmother." He looks like, to me, he was a scheming, conniving, arrogant man for a long time. And it's hard to see a sheep in a wolf's clothing. Or a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's what it is. He does it well. So keep your eyes up, open, so that I can say, I told you so. Okay? Because this is going to happen. Never in history. What he's doing, never will a black man ever get away with what he's doing. Never. And just the fact that he tried, I don't know. They may just get him. They can get him for treason already. And Hillary should have her butt in jail too. Both of them. So this Democrat, they put a Perez as the DNC head of the Democrat Party. Spanish. I don't know what this world and the Spanish thing has going on. But I don't really think that they're good, a match for America. on what America needs as immigrants. I think that India is, if you want to bring a lot of people in, because now everybody, there's thieves and killers in every race, but some people just do it as you can expect that of them. I don't know, maybe living in California, I counted 4 kids at LACC where I graduated that are black. All the rest of them were Hispanic, because they take all the loans, all the grants, and whatever they got going is for them. The administration, there was a black president, a female president when I went there. Now it's all Hispanic. Are you getting it? So how can you trust people like that? And why would we want a lot of it in America? Your choice of survival is to steal my social security number. You want me. You want what I got. So to me, it's just not a match. Although, like I said, I know a lot of nice Mexican people. But would I trust them on a job or something like that? No. No. I wouldn't. I would think that they're going to try to sneak their cousin or something in, and then they'll do some nasty things to you. The more they know about you, the more that they get you. You know, that's the kind of, and as a whole, black people, they just don't do nothing for you. You work with another black person, and they just low down, dirty dogs. They don't even help you. They may not even claim being black. I met this one guy, I know he was from Nigeria. He said he was from Mexico. He still had his Nigerian accent. But he did not want to claim that. He wanted to claim something else. Not comfortable with being themselves. And then when it comes to helping you do something, another black person, or can we get together and pull our monies together? Yes, to go to church. Today is Sunday. People are on their way to church to spend money. In the black communities, although we don't have a black community here in California. Well, where there's tons of black people, oh no, they got the love church. It's not a church, it's a spiritual center. They have those. I don't like them either, because they hang out, they click together, all the money go to the mountains and all that kind of stuff around you, and then when they come back, it's love. I said, you know, it's just not for me. That's all. It might be for others. And those kind of churches they have here in California. But anywhere where there's a black, oh no, they got mega churches. They have oh my God, this is the nation of mega churches. Bling blings all around their neck and stuff like that. Well, when you can get money out of the church and collect money, then you really don't need a government. And the same for Nigeria. If they have a lot of money, then the money can pull together and provide things like electricity and food, and for people can eat more than once a day, and for the babies that are in these villages starving to death. You know, the church, since you hollering and screaming with the Bibles and the thank you Jesus, and then you can't pay, you don't help your communities. I got a problem with that. That just doesn't make any difference. And another thing, I see Snoop Dogg. I don't like you, Snoop Dogg, because you're talking about my president all the time, and I don't like that. You know, you can get your dope. You can go over the wall, maybe fly, or get some permission to go over there and get you some drugs. Because you just ain't nothing but a junkie. But I have this to say about a lot of the rappers. Look at all that Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, T.I., all of these guys have made all this money in the music business, but nobody owns nothing. Jay-Z has a lot of businesses, but remember there was one business that didn't even cater to black people, and he has some interest in that particular business. I'm talking about within the black community that the black community can live on. Oprah with all that money. All these people, that's the reason why they mean nothing to me. I'm glad I lived in Hollywood because none of them mean nothing to me. Because you got all that money and then what do? And who made you rich? Just like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan got rich off of selling little kids those stank tennis shoes. But yet and still there's nothing. Why don't you make the kids pay a lesser price, especially little black kids? Why would you do that? A lower price so that they're not paying $300 and $400 or even more for a pair of tennis shoes. And at one time they were killing each other for those tennis shoes. But you got rich off of it. That kind of crap, same kind of crap that they do in Nigeria. I don't know if it's in our blood. I don't know what it is. But something is wrong. If it's genetic, and we can't help each other. I don't know. You're no good to me. If I met a rich person and you're not helping your own people, you know who help their own people and others is Jewish. And yeah, the Jews. If you disagree, I'm sorry that you disagree, but I haven't had many people really, really help me, genuinely help me in some of my downfalls because I'm not rich. And some of my downfalls were Jewish people. Black people, I didn't even see their face. You ain't gonna see no black person until you get some money. So they can get some. And still treat you like a dog. So I just, who needs that I'm 57. Should the rest of my life, I don't need it. But that's what I think. I really feel bad for Nigeria right now, and our country is really bad too. They will uplift the illegal immigrant over Americans, and that's something that President Trump does not like. Doesn't like it, and that's why I voted for him. So Nigeria, I'm thinking of you. I hate the word hope. I hate that. I'm thinking of you because all you have to do is constantly stay in action. I got a little crisis right now myself, and the only thing that I really think that I should do is stay in action. Keep doing. And as long as you never stop. Like my President Trump. People, hey, President Trump, they're calling him Hitler and all that stuff, but he just keeps on going and he does better every time. If you've listened to him speak, he's not very happy with the media, which they lie on a consistent basis. It's right here. All we have to do is bring it up on YouTube or anything and prove it. And Facebook is ridiculous. You can't even, I don't know, I'm not enjoying looking through Facebook because there's so much fake news, and you can't get any real stuff anymore. So he's right about the media, but he generally has not diverted from what he has said he was going to do. It's amazing. He has not. He says everything that he said that he's going to do, and he's going to build that wall. Yeah, he's going to build that wall. And he's a real positive person. He's always saying, or he talks about his successes, the things that he has done. And he talks about them. Instead of feeling like you'll be too haughty and you'll be too into yourself, you think about yourself too much when you say, well, I did this and I did that. It's good to reinforce out into the universe what you have done successfully. And then say what you're going to do. And listen to him. And he's very positive. And he's not Hitler, by the way. That's real messed up. Why would you say that? Because the illegal immigrant has to go? The ones that have been sucking everybody dry? Taxpayers' money? Anchor babies are not citizens? He has not said that yet. He can't say that because they're not. That's a lot of money. So any welfare, I believe, is supposed to be kind of dwindled. Because in order to get welfare, you got to have what? Think about it. You have to have a social security number. Got to have some kind of identification. And if you're stealing it, then that's how you go back. People say, well, what kind of criminal? So they know they've done some criminal stuff. First of all, you're a criminal when you come over the border. Okay, that's against the law. But the Social Security numbers is affecting somebody here in the United States. Somebody is being affected by that. And then, of course, murders and those cartels and all that. So sanctuary cities, that I would have to say, should be demolished. The governor, I'm going to use him as an example, this governor here in California, and the mayor. Both of them need to go to jail. And you will not, I keep reading that he's signing something just for illegals and not Americans when it comes to education. And I believe him because that LACC, that is too much. Okay, he should not have approved Dreamers, which is my president. And he shouldn't have. Because if he saw what I saw, and I counted 4 blacks on the whole campus. You can't override the American. You got to start putting Americans first. Otherwise, we're not going to have a country. And what's going to happen is the Americans are going to start fighting. And saying, I'm tired of working and giving my money to you. And taking care of your kids. You take care of your own kids. And that's generally what I think that's the level they want to be on with the people from Guatemala, Mexico. Letting people in, there will not be a charge. A charge meaning taking welfare benefits, any welfare benefits. And they are no longer taking care of anybody else's children. They found here in California a whole side of a hotel where they had pregnant women. They're breeding kids for money. They just unlocked. See, that's what I'm talking about. That is not what I think India would do. There's some Indians that are probably crooks and kill people and stuff, but not a whole lot. And they would come here and probably bring something with them. They just don't have the same mindset as these people, the Mexicans and the Guatemalans. And they want whatever you got. You know? And that's not good. That's not really good. So yeah, I see it going to where it's the Mexicans that are documented, the ones that are able to offer something to society instead of taking stuff out, and no welfare. If you can live without welfare here and you want to come to America, if you can come here and keep your hands off of what's not yours and take care of your own kids, come on in. But if it were me, I would put you out and then you come back and pay to come back. You know, pay. There's people, hard-working taxpayers in America that you have spent over, you know how much money it was? Now, that's another thing. Everybody's asking, how much is that wall going to cost? Why are you asking that? You didn't ask that when you let all them people in here. You know how much money it cost us? $300 billion and more and counting. You didn't ask that. So if the wall is $20 billion, it's saving us a lot of money. America, saving a lot of money. You didn't ask how much it was, all the welfare and the kids, and people are collecting Social Security. Somebody told me that are illegal. Come on now. Then we need to get on the Social Security office about this. Because you done missed all these Social Security numbers, and plus you're giving people and awarding, you're actually paying people Social Security, and then the Americans are waiting and backlogged. Not cool. So I like that song. I want to be in America. That was a really good West Side Story. Ooh, that was the best play. Well, the second best play that I really do like. And they were, I don't remember, maybe those were some underlying things still in Social Security numbers. I didn't see them doing that. It was a love story, actually. But, you know, I want a better life. Mommy, papi. You know. But you ain't going to do that to Trump. And this man here in California, I've been reading that he's giving money away. He ain't got no money. There's a deficit. California is in a deficit, big time. He don't have no money to give away. And guess what? President Trump, he's the last person he would give some money to. Because he is the one that's stepping on federal laws. And not only that, he overlooks the American people. He steps on them too as well. So he ain't getting no money. I'm kind of thinking, should I move out of California? I really am thinking seriously. Because it has a lot of cleaning up to do. They did a lot of stuff here that is just outrageous. So I want to be in America. Ooh, the dancing was good. And that song, Maria, that was good. Oh, wow. And I guess the Mexicans could probably have. I saw a good Mexican play at Goodman Theater many years ago. And it was off the hook. Oh, man. Woo! It was, the whole cast was Mexican. And the director, he was Mexican too. And boy, they put their foot in that play. So I'm telling you, there are some good people in everybody, and there's some that are really trying. And you can't bring people ahead of the people that have been in line. That's so wrong. That is America. I don't know what happened to America. And Hollywood, guess what? I don't give a 2 cents about your little awards show. I don't give a 2 cents about you. Hollywood, my butt. Talking about my president. I won't be looking at it. I'll probably be asleep. I usually go to sleep. If I don't have anything else to do, I'll just go to bed. Because there's no interest, and I'm cutting off my cable as we speak. I don't want to see those people anymore. So I'm just through with it. Entertainment, you can entertain yourself. Look at me. a blogger. So, I guess I saw my friend's daughter. We and him did a lot of work together many years ago. And he's a special friend because we're still friends. Isn't that something? That's one person that I forgot when I talk about friends in Chicago. I forgot about him, and he is the bomb. He's my friend and very talented. Let me tell you, he's the bomb, baby. But his daughter was born back in those days. And she's grown now. Well, and she's a beautiful child. She wrote something on Facebook, and I had to call him and tell him, wow, congratulations, because this Jamira Anderson, I'm going to keep my eyes on her because she's a good child. And she has an interest in people. And I just almost cried. And his son is a trumpet player like him. I'm looking forward to hearing him, and I know he's bad because his daddy is super bad. But anyway, I wanted to say that just in case some people really actually are looking. And they are. So take care of yourself. And I'm going to end with, I want to be in America. Let's help make America great again. And Nigeria, much respect. Ashe.